It is going to be Daybreak. It's going to be I Am NesTea versus Complexity GanZi. And we'll see our players here in just a second getting ready. NesTea looking very intense. Always does that double, like, head cock there, you know? Pops his neck back and forth. Very telltale. Shows he's in the zone.
Yeah, indeed. Very focused looks from both players, actually. Staring down that screen as we go in and load into, like you said, our first map, Daybreak.
Yeah, and here we go in the top right-hand corner of the map. We have our blue Zerg player, representative of Incredible Miracle. It's NesTea! Some fans out there for him. And his opponent in the lower left-hand corner, our red Terran player from Complexity, it's GanZi!
Few Complexity fans there.
Yes.
But NesTea clearly overwhelming in the crowd.
Yep.
And we already have a very early scout here. Well, not even a scout. This is going to be for like proxy barracks here. I mean, he hasn't even, actually, no, he's going to hide it inside the main base by the looks. Wow, big risk-taking here by GanZi. And that was actually one of the points I was going to bring up here, is that GanZi has such a strong Terran versus Zerg. There's booing in the crowd. This is incredible, but when he takes risks like this, every time he tries these risks, they don't pay off. He tried a 2-racks Leenock in the GSL, sorry, in the up and down matches, but this is just, look at this. I don't even know if this is going to work. NesTea has sent out a drone scout to the bottom right, is checking around for this kind of stuff. It is smart that NesTea is drone scouting, but the barracks is now going to be built down on 12 supply here. And look what he's doing with the barracks. He actually creates a wall here, so he can actually build the Marine to the back. So, well, is NesTea going to scout? The drone is going to go. The thing is, though, of course he's going to see there's no barracks. Right. But is he really going to scout inside his main base?
Well, let's see, that drone scout did come out pretty normal time, so it's not like he was delaying or anything along those lines, and the hatchery comes down at normal time. So barracks about halfway finished. We'll see that first Marine here before the 4-minute mark, so it'll be out nice and early. And here we go. How is NesTea going to react to this? I assume he'll start scouting his main immediately.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't. If I was in NesTea's shoes, I would not be scouting my main. It's just a location that a barrack should never, ever be in. The spawning pool moves to the right there, but this is not. He's not going to scout there.
Oh,
he's not going to scout there.
Still out of his vision. I'm sure he's got to be starting to check around. Where's he going to go, though?
There comes the bunker come down and still cannot see anything. The only thing that will spot this is if the spawning pool completes. That's the only thing that's going to see this. NesTea's still looking around. NesTea's like, all right, he's gone command center first. Okay. And that's the complete opposite here.
Yes. No command center in sight for quite a while now, as spawning pool's about to finish up, but that bunker is going to finish here momentarily as well. See if that Overlord drifts over there. Very intense look from NesTea. He doesn't know what's coming out of his opponent yet. There's a few drones going over. Did they see it? They did. They see the bunkers. 2 Marines already in there. Our first couple of lings are coming up now, but there's already 1 bunker finished, and another one is going to finish right after that.
All right, well, we're going to have to go tell security to help GanZi get out this building after. It's going to be very difficult. And actually no! Is he going to get it?
No!
Gets one of the two, but a second Marine comes in. The spawning pool is in danger. A second bunker is there, and this is such a difficult situation. And I wasn't joking about that security problem. IPL production team, make sure the security on whichever booth GanZi's in. This is, oh man.
All right, so what is NesTea going to do? It looks like he's running out across the map with a few of those lings, so may decide to counterattack or something, but it already looks like a wall's being put down for GanZi back at home.
Yeah,
in fact, it's already finished.
He can start working on the barracks. I mean, the barracks can't be repaired while being built, right? So he can actually start to work on this, and that could be his only option here. I mean, he's not really going to break through. The spawning pool's about to be lost. He's just making links here. He does go up the ramp here, and he has to work on the barracks. Doesn't even start to be, well, actually gets slowed down here. He can, of course, repair the supply depots, but will the barracks get finished and get repaired in time?
And there goes the spawning pool, so everything done there. One of the bunkers is going to fall here in just a second. It is being salvaged, so it's going to go down. GanZi, though, just about to finish up that barracks. He'll start mass repairing it, so he won't take any damage up at the front. Unfortunately, the SCV is sacrificed for the greater good of the community.
Oh man, the lings. There's a lot of lings here for NesTea, but the thing is though, he's got 13 drones. There's a command center in the background, so even if he does clean this up, he's so far behind. That queen isn't lava injecting. It's got 46 energy here, so it can help transfuse the spine crawl when he picks it up if he wants to get closer in here, which is an amazing decision to make, but he's having to remake that spawning pool here. Oh man, this is really rough for NesTea.
Yeah, it is. All right, so what does he do to come back from this? Obviously rebuilding his spawning pool right now, trying to drone up a little bit. It looks like a few Marines are being pulled down, but the Spine Crawler does get transfused. He's back in this tiny little choke point. That's a lot of Zerglings that are going to die. However, eventually this will go down. Wow, that's a lot of dead Zerglings, though.
Yeah, he's losing so many Zergs. He's not even going to be able to clean up the Marines there. Look at that.
All right, well, there it goes. It's just the Queen and the Spine Crawler remaining. GanZi going to run around the outside, though. Start to pick off the Queen and then head for the last couple of drones that are remaining. No, those are going to go away. Some Zerglings are going to pop up as soon as the spawning pool is finished, though.
3 drones, not even mining. I don't know what they're doing. They're chasing these Marines around, and he's trying to build a bunker on the other side, which is funny, but these drones, going down. NesTea is in such a terrible place.
Yeah, he is. Just sitting on 28 supply for the time being. And GanZi, he does have a command center. Let's see, inside of his main, I believe he did expand, but it's not actually sat outside. Yeah, it's actually turning into an orbital command right now.
Look at this, though. So let's have a look at the drone count here. It's 23 for NesTea, who's been consistently building drones off these kind of non-larva injected hatcheries, but there's a double factory coming down. So GanZi's like, I will finish this game very shortly here. I mean, he has a couple of options. He can, of course, just go straight into Blue Flame Hellions. Understand that the tech is, so far back for NesTea here. What does NesTea do, though? Does he try to salvage this game? Does he try taking early third? There is the tech lab coming down. A third command center also coming down. So we will be seeing some Blue Flame Hellions coming out. But if he doesn't build a Roach Warren anytime soon, and he hasn't even started gas yet, what really is he going to do against Blue Flame Hellions?
All right, well, our second factory is finishing up now, and that third command center about a third of the way finished. NesTea actually building a macro hatch now, so may have some sort of a big 2-base attack plan to try and overwhelm his opponent here in just a bit. One bunker done up at the front as GanZi starts to wall that in, actually with barracks. He wants to make sure that big Baneling Bust or something along those lines is not going to kill him. We finally have gas coming down now for NesTea, double gas as a matter of fact, and he is trying to reproduce as many drones as he can. We do have a Roach Warren being added on.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to go straight for speed first, but with the timing of that Roach Warren, it looks like he's just going to get Roaches early, which is, one of those key decisions here that he's going to go for. Extra supply depots coming down to wall off here. 10 more drones coming, but the third command center, even if he doesn't do that much damage with 3 sets of mules versus 2 hatcheries here, well, there is 3, including the macro hatch, but 2 bases. Marines coming down on the right-hand side here for GanZi. Going to poke up, even take out this evolution chamber here. There's no units, of course, because NesTea just has to play so greedy. He can't afford to build units at this stage.
And he did quad gas, so the gas collection rate for NesTea is going to be quite good here in just a second. What is the drone count at the moment? I wonder how much he was able to build up to. Sorry, I'm going to steal that. He is currently sitting on 43 drones to 36 SCVs at the moment, so he has been able to bring back a little bit of an economy, but of course GanZi's infrastructure is just magnificent.
I don't even think we're going to see Roaches made. He's throwing down double evolution chambers, so all that gas he's saving up is for 1-1 upgrades, so he's just going to rely on Zerglings. Zergling speed is coming down. We do have quite a presence of Hellions now, 5, and they are just going higher and higher here. And this little squad, Marine and Hellion, without Roaches, without the Baneling Nest down, which we don't see either, NesTea's economy, is in a good situation. He's at 52 drones. He's spread nicely across these 2 bases of his, but he doesn't have any units. He has 3 lings and has had 3 lings since the beginning of this game.
And right now he's staring down 6 Blue Flame Hellions that are running the way across. In addition, there's a bunch of Marines there. And does NesTea have enough to hold on to this? He's making 6 Roaches right now. They're going to be up in just a little while. 7 Roaches, as a matter of fact. This first Spine Crawler coming under fire. Is there enough for a transfusion? I don't believe there is, and the Spine Crawler is going to go down.
He cancels +1 carapace, so we can afford to build Roaches here. 10 are about to pop. GanZi only has a few seconds to do the damage necessary. He gets into the drone line.
Oh, that's a lot of dead drones. Already 19 workers killed in this game for GanZi. He's going to continue running up into the main as well. A few of those Roaches did pop out. 5 of those are on the field, as a matter of fact. But the Blue Flame Hellions have already exacted so much damage. 33 workers killed in this game.
And even though Roaches are chasing around, these Hellions are so fast, and they're going to look for the rest of the drones that have cycled back into the main base. He comes to the natural where 3 fresh drones are idling, and he is going to pick these up. And oh man, this is so rough. And if you think about everything in the background here, the 3rd command center, the 56 SCVs versus only 34 for NesTea, and then the triple mules on top of that, double engineering bay, there's just nothing GanZi doesn't have.
All right, well, we'll see how confident. Oh, it looks like he's moving his third orbital command out here in a second, so feeling very confident that he can take another base here in a bit. Looks like we have a smattering of upgrades coming up, pneumatized carapace, clear reconstitution, and +1 melee attacks, but that's about all for NesTea. He's trying to drone up furiously behind this, but he's still backed by so many workers, and GanZi is about to push out with a huge tank marine force, producing 5 marines at a time now.
Let's have a look at the unit count. Currently 6 roaches, doesn't have enough to combat this force yet. Actually doesn't even know about this force yet either, so still making a few more drones. If he doesn't start to build units and we don't see anything in that production tab anytime soon, then this push actually may end NesTea in game number 1 here. We do have the roach speed, which will help out a lot, but there's not enough roaches here. Still undetected until this very moment now. NesTea has to start building units. Here they come, but a little too late.
Yeah, there's a few roaches out, but that is all at the moment. 5 more roaches and 6 lings on the way, but even with the +1 upgrades, there's just nothing there. There's just nothing there for NesTea. He's pulling a bunch of drones off the ground. Boom goes the siege tanks, and a lot of drones are dying. The roaches down to their last grasp of health, and it's not going to be enough. NesTea's base is now sieged up.
And 5 more roaches are about to pop out, but straight into siege tank line. More reinforcements are coming down, and GanZi looks like he's going to be able to take this first game. NesTea is knocked down, but wow, it took him 50 minutes, and I'm sure NesTea has a word to say about that.
There it is. So GanZi taking game number 1 after NesTea has been on an absolute roll so far. That's only the 2nd map he's actually dropped in this whole tournament.
Yeah, that is, but I'm sure NesTea's probably saying to himself, you killed my spawning pool at the 3-minute mark. It took you 15 minutes to kill me. Let's play